Will
It's
marriage be
no.
a thing in 30 years?
For sure. It's
Yeah,
gonna always
somebody
be
will
a
get
thing.
somebody get married as long as people want to shack up and need help and want to have some sexual relations.
Shack up.
Yeah,
Because really,
but I
like, really
guess that
people ain't.
people are kind of doing it now, though, right?
Yeah, like I said in the thing, like most people, like they broke, they get married because they broke. They want some double income.
You think that that's
So
why people get married?
yeah, and even like when I talk to solely like married people, divorced people, like people don't get divorced because they don't want their lifestyle to change.
I think that that plays a factor in whether or not some people get divorced. I don't think that it plays a factor in whether or not people get married. I don't think it plays as heavy as a role.
You don't think so?
Not as far as when people get
I
married.
think. Well, take out the word people. I would say women. I think women they look at their life circumstances and look for a dude to save them, and they get the best dude
Hmm.
they can until they and try to make it work until they can't make it work no more, and then they realize that they initially came into this under some let me not cuss some bad circumstances.
No, you can
Um,
cuss. That's cool. We ain't
your
tripping
initial
about it.
intentions for embarking on this relationship weren't pure, and one because you like me, it's because you broke and you looked up for me as a come up, and you tried to make your feelings match what's between your ears is telling you to do.
I'm not sure that. I mean, I guess the question will really become: do women realistically think that most men can save them or put them in a position where they don't have to work? I'm not really sure
I,
that women have that mindset. I think that they hope for a certain type of guy to be able to come in. As a matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I think that women. All right, here we go. We about to get pot. We about to pot for real now. I think that um I believe in my heart that a woman would prefer to be a side or a second wife to a man with resources than to be married to a man where she got to actually help provide in the household.
hmm. You think they
Yeah,
rather be a side chick
I think that a woman would prefer to be a
than be
side or a second wife than
than to
to be with
actually?
to a man with resources than to be in a relationship with a man that she has to actually participate in the success of the family. And that's not
I think they're.
everybody. That's not everybody, but I think that absolutely positively most women would prefer to take that.
I think the way that society is set up right now and the way people is moving, there's some truth to that. But I still think there are women. They holding on to their standards. They holding on to some moral compass. But there is a lot of side piece activity going on. Like, I mean, we was just talking about what's her name, Young Miami. At
Yeah.
some point, she was a side piece for real because he had his
that's
wife, he
a
had Cassie.
that's a like small subset of the world though. That's like we got to take like women in their totality, the good ones and the ratchet ones. You know what I mean? Are there
No,
more?
I
Are there
just think
more?
that I think that women set their standards based off of access. So most women know, first of all, that there's a small minority of men that have that ability to be able to give them that level of lifestyle. That's number one. So then when they take that into consideration and they also realize, by life experiences about the type of men that they date, I also believe that then they then set their standards based off of what their expectations are. So if they could, they would, but most of them will never be able to get that type of access. 1,000%. I 100% believe that most women will give up a relationship of being in a monogamous relationship with a man to be in a situation where a man with resources can really give them the lifestyle that they want. At the end of the day, for most women, and again, food for Jay. This is all just this is our opinion. Like, of course, we don't always have data. The data that we have is our life experiences and the things that we see and conversate about on a regular basis, right? So I'm not saying that this is definitive. I'm just saying that this is what I believe. At the end of the day, I think that women choose lifestyle over loyalty. It's L over L. It's lifestyle over loyalty all day, every day. Women would prefer to be comfortable than, because if that was the case and they would marry the guys, they already know who the guys that's best for them, and that don't necessarily mean that that translates into them choosing them or them getting married to them. And so I believe firmly in my heart that most women will take. They'll be a second or a third as long as they can get the lifestyle that they think that they want or even close to it. 100% they buying in. 1,000% without even a question.
This is probably
I,
some sim stuff, but I see that in like my day to day like relationships with women, and they tell me how awesome a friend I am and how great blah 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 blah, and I see all these like f dudes that they mess with along the way, and I just watch it. I don't say nothing. I don't like them, but I just watch it. And it's disheartening. Like even like my older friends that get in relation, they just be playing around. And there's just so many women that just be playing around like you ain't gonna die tomorrow. Like I'm sorry, like you 35 plus, what you doing?
Yeah. I think
Act
that
like
if more people were 100% transparent, if we wore what we really thought on our foreheads,
mm,
there would be less misunderstandings and more realistic thoughts as to what we really dealing with and what we facing out here.
I think shit would be more problematic too, though,
Why you say
because
that?
people gonna take advantage of you when they know what you're thinking. Now they could use that against you
Not if
in
they
some
also
ways.
are wearing their thoughts on their head
Oh well,
also,
yeah. I
because
ain't thinking about
everybody
that.
would be just be being transparent, right? I think
There's some
that
sly ones out there. There's some sly ones.
I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I think that women prefer. Ain't no look. They can go to college. They can do all of that stuff that they want to and all of that. But when they got to get up in the morning and they got to be to work, that shit
they
hit
hate
different.
it.
They
They
hit
freaking
different.
hate it. They
They
hate
do.
having to write their rent check once a month. They
Yep.
hate having to go get their car. They
Yep.
hate having to go call their best guy friend and say, "Hey, what do I do? My tail light is broke. My brakes are broke. I need somebody to do something to my car. My
Yep.
garbage disposal don't work." You know
But
what I
when
mean?
you remove all of that, and the only thing that they got to worry about is what time that they gonna go shopping, or if they can go to lunch with their girlfriend, or
Mm.
any of
No,
that
they don't
type
go
of
to lunch.
stuff,
They go to
it's different.
brunch. Women are the only motherfuckers that go to
You're
brunch.
right. You're right. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's 100% fact. And so I just think it's different. I think that women are more. I believe that women are more business focused and business minded when it comes to relationships than men. Men love harder. Women love conditionally, right? I think that there are some really loyal women or whatever like that, but men love harder. Women women are more. Well, obviously, Rita's over there disagreeing, but
It's what I
um,
told you. I said this the other day. It's like when a woman tells you something, put "for now" at the end of it. I love you for now. You're the best person I've ever had for now. One of the comments on this post, she was saying how she was married for 10 years, she was divorced for 10 years, and now her new husband is the best man she know. I said, I'm sure your first husband was too.
yep,
And
yep.
it's
I mean,
like at the
even
end of the
Molly and
day,
Molly was cooking. I'm gonna talk about her in a
Mm.
second when we do a recap of last night. But even Molly said I'd be a side chick if I was guaranteed resources when he died.
Molly, what?
what? Oh,
Y'all are
Molly.
y'all are ignoring.
Oh
No, this is
no,
absolutely
no,
real, and the
Molly.
reason why I like Molly is because she tell the real.
Yeah,
She don't
honey.
sugarcoat it. She
Oh,
keep it real, just like she
One
was
of my
on the panel last night. The nature of women is real, and they will tell if you give them the platform and the comfortability to tell you what they really feel. They will tell you. They will tell you that they agree with me more than they disagree with me. That's a fact.
what you call it? One of my Caucasian friends was watching the show last night, and then
Caucasian.
he was like, Molly's a fake white girl. I said, what you mean? She said she white until she started arguing, and you could tell she a black chick.
Molly, you know what? I'm gonna give Molly some credit. Molly stay in her she stay in the pocket. She don't get out. She don't get rattled.
It's not
I
the
think she's
ghetto.
passionate. I think she's passionate,
It's
but I don't
the
think that she get rattled at all.
No, it's not. It's the vernacular that
Yeah,
she
I got
has.
what you're saying.
It was funny.
But I honestly, I just believe that I believe that the nature of people is the same as it's always been. I honestly believe that. Rita, why you say that you don't believe that that women let me tell you why, for example. I'll give you an example why why men love harder. Uh when a woman cheat on a guy, a nigga is broken. Like that's the end of the world. Oh my god, I'm about to nigga be
They be
thinking about
toast.
almost he be thinking about what's he rethink his whole life.
They be toast, boy.
He had to rethink his whole life. I done had dudes call me on coaching calls that was practically ready to end it, nigga.
Woo!
That
And I had to
situation.
talk him off the ledge. Like, listen, fam, to go to sleep about it. Tomorrow you're gonna feel differently. The next day you're gonna feel better. The next day you're gonna feel better than that. Niggas love hard. They love hard, and it don't even matter if they did it too. Like
Yep, yep.
they could fuck up.
They'll
They
come
could be
from
fucking
cheating,
around,
then
but
find out
they
they
look
getting
at
cheated
her
on.
like, oh, but not you. I love you. Niggas be fucking around, and then they can look at the chick and be like, but not you. You're so precious. No, they be losing their fucking
It's
That,
because
mind.
I
that's
think
cause
when you're in
that's cause
love,
they be thinking about what would have happened to this woman after what they done did to her. And they thinking about what the next man that probably did
I,
and the
I,
damage
The
they done
next nigga
probably
did it
did.
way different. The next nigga did it
I
way
think the
different.
worst thing that what you said this to somebody before, it fucking slipped out and she put it back in for him. That hurts. When you said that shit, I was like, oh,
Jesus, man.
hurt.
No,
Yeah,
my God. I
Motherfucker.
think that men
Toast, man.
they love hard. They
man.
love
Because
hard.
let's be clear, men are the one out here committing violence over cheating. A woman will just cry and cheat back.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's about I can't have that. That's diabolical.
Men are freaking changed somebody's whole life.
See, look at this. Happened to me in 2019 and villain I started this villain arc. There's plenty of people that'll tell you, man, it's bad. Listen, it's
Damn.
hard. It's hard. It ain't got nothing to do with ego. It don't got nothing to do with ego. It got something
Look
to
at
do with
Rita
what
trying to cook.
she thinks she be cooking. She tired. She
Woo!
sleepy. Don't worry about it.
I can see that, yeah. Because you just think your chick is so pure and she never do that to you.
Yeah.
It,
But that
it
ain't got
Man, I
just
nothing.
don't put
That
that
ain't
past
ego.
no woman.
That's not ego. That's love. That's love.
Rita in that
nah,
kitchen.
that's your ego thinking they can't happen to
She
you.
trying to cook up, man. She trying
No,
to cook up.
it's not that it's not moving to the next one. It's but your feelings towards them. It's not that you'll move on to the next one. Like my man said, you begin a villain arc and you don't see women the same. You never see women the same after that one break your heart. You'll never see them the same ever. Ever. You'll never see them the same. She said men's hearts ain't
Yeah,
broken, their egos is bruised. I don't
no,
believe that.
you're
Ooh,
right. You
we
just
don't know.
once the woman who gave you everything or you thought gave you everything and another nigga just talked her into his bed, it hit different. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you didn't do nothing wrong.
That shit gotta be like
No, he
disturbing
don't
as
just talk
fuck.
her into the bed. He fucking disrespect her, and she like it for it. She love that
Oh
nigga
man.
for
And it beat a dude who freaking be sweet talking her at work every day.
it.
Like he
That
don't
work.
even he don't even do nothing special. He just call her beautiful
That
every
work.
time she walked in the door every day.
That work
That's
husband.
it. That's
And
all he
he
do.
don't even got nothing to lose, so he just doing it
No, that nigga
out of
single.
just like repetition. The nigga just do it. He just regularly do it.
He's single. He lived by himself. He sees this beautiful white woman with this nice booty walk in the door every day, and he looks her in the eye and he says, "Good morning, beautiful." Every day. And before you know it, she texting you, telling you her
Yep.
problems. And before you know it, her hand is
you
planted in
done
your lap.
you done paid to get yeah, you're right. And you done paid to get that whole teeth done
It's
and then
over with.
That hoe's teeth is on another nigga dick. That shit is crazy,
You
nigga.